Have you ever paused to consider what truly constitutes your work? In an age where tools, both digital and analog, increasingly augment our capabilities, is the sculptor's vision less hers because she used a power tool? Is the architect's design diminished because he relied on CAD software? This question, as old as innovation itself, takes on new urgency in the era of artificial intelligence. It's a fundamental query about authorship, contribution, and the evolving relationship between human ingenuity and technological advancement. Welcome to Level Up Leadership, dedicated to exploring the nuances of effective leadership in a rapidly evolving professional landscape. I'm Lee, and today I'm delving into the topic that touches on this very philosophical core of modern work, drawn from my recent article, Did You Write That? It's a conversation I found myself having repeatedly, especially in my current role as a senior leader in public service, where we're actively exploring new ways of working all the time. I've been involved in official pilots for integrating AI tools, and honestly, the results are nothing short of impressive. Whether it's streamlining the drafting of complex documents, distilling vast amounts of information into concise summaries, or simply helping to brainstorm ideas from an entirely fresh perspective, these tools are proving to be invaluable. But as I detailed in my article, an interesting pattern has emerged. After I share something that has been benefited from AI assistance, I sometimes encounter that familiar question, sometimes delivered with a genuine smile, other times with more guarded curiosity. They ask, Did you write that? Or was it AI? On the surface, it's a straightforward question, but beneath that simple query, there often lies a deeper undercurrent, a slight hesitation, a flicker of concern, perhaps even a quiet discomfort with the sheer speed of technological change. And let's be honest, in some cases, there's a lingering suspicion that leveraging AI might somehow equate to cheating. That somehow, if a tool helped, the effort, the intellect, the essence of human contribution is lessened or even negated. Let's put this into perspective, because this isn't the first time we, as professionals, have grappled with such anxieties in the workplace. Cast your mind back. People once harboured genuine worries that the arrival of calculators would erode our mathematical fluency, rendering us intellectually lazy, or that the advent of word processors would somehow ruin our ability to write well, perhaps by taking away the tactile effort of pen and paper, or the rigorous mental discipline of manual corrections. Yet, here we are. Calculators and word processors are now so deeply embedded in our daily work that we barely give them a second thought. They are simply part of the fabric of how we achieve our objectives. AI is undoubtedly new, yes, and it introduces complexities we are still working to understand. But the underlying pattern of societal and professional adjustment to powerful new tools is profoundly familiar. A potent new technology arrives, early adopters eagerly explore its potential, and then follows a necessary, sometimes uncomfortable period of adaptation and integration. This is natural. The risk, however, lies in allowing this initial doubt or discomfort to calcify into outright resistance. If we do, we risk overlooking the immense opportunities that these tools present for efficiency, innovation, and ultimately for doing better work. Because here's the unvarnished truth, and it's a point I really want to emphasize. Using AI effectively isn't cheating. On the contrary, it's a sophisticated skill in itself, and like any valuable skill, whether it's strategic planning, empathetic communication, or complex problem solving, it requires practice, keen judgment, and a profound sense of responsibility. One crucial aspect that AI simply does not do is take over. It doesn't make the ultimate decisions about what truly matters. It doesn't instinctively grasp the unique nuances of our organizational context or the deeply human objectives we're striving for. It can be magnificent for generating initial ideas or offering concise summaries for testing out various phrasing. But the overarching direction, the fundamental intent, and the critical judgment about the final output, these still reside firmly and unequivocally with us, the human users. When I integrate AI into my process, whether it is to help shape a piece of writing for a briefing or to develop an idea for a strategic initiative, it's not about finding a shortcut. It's about cultivating a different way of thinking. It allows me to see angles I might have missed, to accelerate the initial ideation phases so I can dedicate more focus, deeper thought to the core challenge. The final result, the finished product, is absolutely still mine. But the journey to get there is better supported, more efficient, and often more insightful than it would have been working in isolation. Far from replacing the intrinsic need for human thinking, AI actually invites more of it. It compels me to frame my questions with greater precision, to articulate what I truly mean with greater clarity, to rigorously interrogate the exact message I want to convey. That's not taking the easy route. It's working smarter, more deliberately, and more effectively. What I'm truly eager to see is a broader shift in the conversation surrounding AI. Less of that questioning, slightly suspicious tone about whether something was written by AI, and much more genuine interest in how these powerful tools are being leveraged to enhance quality, reclaim valuable time, and ignite new sparks of creativity. This means we should feel confident and open about how we integrate AI into our processes, knowing that doing so isn't a compromise of our work, but rather a natural and necessary evolution of our professional capabilities. Of course, this isn't to say we should adopt AI blindly. We absolutely need to be thoughtful. We need to develop and implement the right safeguards, establish clear standards, and provide robust ethical guidance for its use. But alongside these essential frameworks, we also need to foster an environment where people feel they have the space to explore, to try things out, to learn from their experiences, and to bring others along this journey without the fear of being second guessed or unfairly judged. If you find yourself in a senior leadership role, understand that you play an absolutely pivotal part in shaping the organisational culture and setting the tone for how new technologies are received. The messages that emanate from the top echoes throughout the entire system. When leaders openly champion the responsible and innovative use of AI, when they actively encourage curiosity and experimentation rather than knee-jerk judgment, it creates the ideal conditions for truly meaningful and transformative change. This isn't about succumbing to hype or adopting technology for technology's sake. It's about a clear-eyed recognition that the very nature of how we work is fundamentally changing, and crucially, about helping our people feel safe, supported, and empowered as they adapt to these new realities. The ultimate goal isn't to replace human talent, it is to empower it, to equip our teams with the best possible tools to excel. So let's be crystal clear. Using AI isn't about cutting corners or diminishing the value of our work. It's about leveraging the incredible tools now available to us to do a better job. And that, unequivocally, is something we should be wholeheartedly encouraging, not questioning. The future of work, and indeed the future of leadership, is a team effort. None of us has all the answers yet, and that's precisely what makes this moment so incredibly exciting. The more we openly share what works, the more confident and proficient we all become using AI wisely, responsibly, and creatively. So next time someone asks me with a glint in their eye, "Did you write that?" I'll respond with confidence and a genuine invitation. I absolutely did, with an invaluable assistance from a powerful tool that helped me make it even better. Would you like to see how it works? Because this isn't about simply proving a point. It's about a collective journey of learning, adapting, and growing together, and moving forward as leaders, as teams, and an organisation together. Thank you for listening. If any of this resonated with you, or if it sparked new ideas, please consider sharing it with your network, and you can read the full article on my LinkedIn profile. Remember, this is a new endeavour for me. If you're enjoying what you're hearing and you want to hear more, please do follow, subscribe, and share. That way you'll never miss a future article. Until next time, keep leading, keep learning, and keep levelling up.